This is a World Cup 2026 update. Now reporting from the TNO Sports Desk, Tucking Ginger.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Day 7 of the FIFA World Cup. As always, we start with our match recaps from yesterday. There were 4 games on the schedule: France against Senegal, Iraq against Norway, Argentina against Algeria, and Austria against Jordan. After a sloppy first half, France walked away triumphant with a 3-1 victory over Senegal in its first game of the World Cup. The first 45 minutes were something of a slog as both teams failed to capitalize on any great opportunities and spent much of their time in battles at the midfield. But more remarkable was the lack of energy from Mbappe, who had barely had any touches and failed to keep possession when he did. But he came back with a fury in the second half, scoring 2 goals against Senegal to put the game out of reach. It was a blow for the African team, who had fought hard on each possession but just couldn't figure out how to find the back of the net until the last few minutes of stoppage time. Bob Kate became France's all-time leading scorer with 58 goals, tying and then surpassing Olivier Giroud in its game. In its first FIFA Men's World Cup appearance since 1998, Norway did not disappoint. Striker Erling Haaland scored 2 goals in the first half, wasting no time introducing himself to the World Cup audience. Iraq had its share of chances, but Ayman Hussein's header was the only attempt to find the net. Norway added 2 more goals in the second half for good measure. Lionel Messi marked his record 6th World Cup appearance with his first hat-trick at a FIFA tournament as Argentina beat Algeria 3-0 to open the defense of their global crown. In the process, he also became the joint highest scorer at a World Cup. The former 38-year-old forward thought he had opened the scoring in the 8th minute in Kansas City yesterday when he slotted home from close range, but the offside flag was raised. The dream start to his record-setting appearance, which will be matched by Cristiano Ronaldo for Portugal against the Democratic Republic of the Congo today, was not to be denied for long, though. A trademark mazy run was capped by a drive on the edge of the box from that famed left foot. The power was too much for Algeria keeper Lucas Zidane, son of World Cup winner with France, Zinedine. Messi doubled his tally on the hour mark with a simple tap-in from a rebound off the keeper, following a drive from Alexis McAllister. The moment that was magical even for a player as decorated as Messi came in the 76th minute, when he drove low past the keeper from just outside the box. The strike took Messi level with former Germany striker Miroslav Klose on 16 World Cup goals. Austria earned its first World Cup win since 1990, sneaking past a Jordan side that defied expectations and gave it all it could handle with a 3-1 win yesterday. It took late goals for Austria to escape with all 3 points. An old goal from Al Arab served as the go-ahead goal before Marko Arnautovic, hope I'm saying that right, sealed the deal with a penalty on the last kick of the game. And now with that out of the way, let's take a look at today's games with 4 on tap. We have Portugal against DR Congo, England against Croatia, Ghana against Panama, and Uzbekistan against Colombia. Cristiano Ronaldo and Portugal will face off against DR Congo in an early afternoon kickoff in Group K today. The Portuguese are 5th in FIFA rankings as they seek their first World Cup championship. DR Congo, meanwhile, are ranked 46th as they make their first World Cup appearance since 1974. Kickoff is at 1 p.m. Eastern Time from Houston Stadium. Chants of "It's Coming Home" will ring around parts of England today as the European heavyweights begin their World Cup title bid with a test against familiar foes Croatia. It has been 60 years since England were last crowned world champions, but they are genuine contenders for the title this year. Despite some divided fan opinion from coach Thomas Tuchel, bookmakers still believe this crop of English talent, headlined by Harry Kane, can achieve a deep run in the tournament. However, their first hurdle is a challenging one. Once labeled underdogs, Croatia have grown into one of international football's most consistent tournament performers, finishing as World Cup runners-up in 2018 and in 3rd place at the last edition in 2022, as well as 1998. Their 40-year-old captain Luka Modric may well be heading into his last tournament, but he remains the heartbeat of the team and has been the case for years. Croatia pose a threat under his leadership. Meanwhile, Ghana and Panama will launch their proven-wrong World Cup campaigns tonight at Toronto Stadium. This is the first time these 2 teams have ever met in the World Cup. Panama is competing at just its 2nd World Cup. The Central American nation failed to register a point in its 2018 appearance in Russia, but has improved over the past 8 years. Ghana, competing in its 5th World Cup, gave manager Otto Addo the boot in April and have turned to veteran Carlos Queiroz, hopefully I'm saying that right, to steer them through the 2026 tournament. The West African nation has slipped all the way down to 73rd in FIFA's world rankings and has been marked by several key injuries. Ghana limps into this World Cup having lost 6 of its last 7 matches and without the services of midfielder Thomas Partey. He was refused entry into Canada because he's awaiting trial in Britain on rape and sexual assault charges. Goals haven't been an issue for Panama, scoring at least once in 11 of its last 12 games. And finally, Uzbekistan faces Colombia in a Group K contest tonight. The Colombians are 14th in FIFA rankings as they're back in this event after not qualifying in 2022. The Uzbeks are ranked 51st as the World Cup 2026 will be their debuts in this tournament, with kickoff coming at 10 p.m. from Mexico City Stadium. That's in Eastern Time. And that's going to do it for today's daily update. One more reminder before we go. Tomorrow, I'm taking a day off, so I'll have Talking Hank provide you folks with the daily updates. But other than that, enjoy the game today, and I'll see you on Friday.
This has been a World Cup 2026 update.